Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So the second scrimmage, a big scrimmage. So how did it go out there? Did the offense or defense have the advantage?
I think the offense did. I mean, it was a good battle back and forth like it is, every time we go out there. But I think out there, we put together some good drives, and I think the offense took the day.
Second spring and the staff, how is it working with Herb Hand this spring?
Great. I think going from year one to year two, not only, relationship growing in the room and across the coaching staff to the players, but a lot more understanding of the offense and being able to get into more complex football IQ and whatnot, which has helped me learn a lot more to the mental level that I want to get to.
I know the first scrimmage, I think you guys ran it like 70% of the time. Today we were told you guys passed it a lot more. So what kind of stood out? Were there some individual plays that come to mind? Or
I think if there's one play that stood out, I think it was the first drive. It was like the third play of the drive. John Rice Plumlee pulled the ball, broke like two tackles in the backfield, and busted for like an 80-yard touchdown run. So that was super cool to see.
What are some things that you most want to improve on in your game?
I think everything. Like, I just go get on everything. I don't really focus on the specific stuff, but I do focus on the specific stuff. But everything, and generally I want to up my IQ more because I understand the game, but I want to understand it to a level where I understand everything that's going on in the field, not only the offensive line part.
Yeah, how about that touchdown from John Rice? I mean, we saw what he did, back at Ole Miss, but, the quarterbacks aren't typically live. So has that something he hadn't really been able to show until today when the quarterbacks were live? Or
no, I mean, he hasn't. There's a lot of times where we'd be in the scrimmage or in practice and they'd blow it dead because, it's fake tempo, whatever, because the QBs aren't live. But I was excited for him to get out there and be live because he gets to showcase stuff like that.
We spoke with Chip on Tuesday, and today he's kind of mentioned finding the right combination of the offensive line. How do you feel like that chemistry is coming together and putting the pieces of the puzzle together on the offensive line?
I think it's coming together good, and the great part is we have three guys, me, Kahi, and Sam, that have a lot of experience and our veterans. And we got multiple other guys that can come in there, but it's been good this whole spring, mixing and matching. Coach Hand's been able to move guys around from guard to tackle and see what fits best.
Have you been tutoring Sam a little bit? I guess he's going to be maybe backup emergency center, but how's that been going with him?
Sam and Kahi, yeah, I guess they are, and it's been good because, they don't – center's kind of different than, being in guard and tackle. It's a little bit different with the ball in your hand and how your feet are set and whatnot on your techniques. But it's been fun out there being able to give them tips and coaching them on what they ask because you don't get to do that too often with the centers.
What's your biggest surprise so far this spring, whether player or situation, whatever you want?
Biggest surprise? I don't know. I don't know if I'm surprised by anything. I've been happy with how everything's been going. Like, I think the offense has been rolling, but the defense has also been rolling. Like, it's been a good spring. The team's been coming together, like the relationships on the team and kind of the team building in general has been great. But I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Is it like, on that note, is there like a player that maybe has had a really good spring, maybe a young guy or a newcomer, no one really knew who he was, and making some plays out there, competing? Anyone that comes to mind?
For every position, just because I try to focus on my guys, but I think all spring Adrian Medball has been stepping up and really becoming like that starter kind of guy where you can rely on him to be consistent every single play, day to day. So for me, I've been really proud and happy with how Medley's been playing.
Medball, that's a nickname y'all gave him? Or?
Medball. Yeah.
Where that come from, medicine ball or what?
Just Medball.
Medball, okay.
Medball.
He plays ball, okay.
Yeah, he's just Medball. Yeah.
Just tell us about Mikey. He started last year. Coming in, more experience. What have you seen from him, and does he kind of feel like more of a leader out there now?
100%. Not that he wasn't last year, but he's that much more confident this year with the experience and being around the guys for a year. That now it's like he's a natural leader. He comes out there, he knows how to, lead the team, get us going no matter what, which is great for me because I feel like I got to be the leader of the offensive line. But then you got a guy like Mikey also that I can rely on no matter what. He's got his stuff right.
With the talent that's coming back, how good could these running backs be this season?
I think it'd be really good from top to bottom. I think we have a great group of backs that I love having those guys in the backfield. Bowser, Mark, Johnny, Jordan. I'm definitely forgetting names, but all of them from top to bottom have been great to play with.
On that note, just looking at the offense in general, you guys bring back more experience. Quarterback, wide receiver, running. I mean, how good do you think this offense can be, maybe in comparison to last year? How much better are you guys going to be?
I think we can be really good, especially going into year two under Coach Malzahn's system, just the understanding and kind of the mentality behind how we run plays and run the football and run the offense, I think we can be really good.
How does a guy like Ryan Swoboda fit in the mix here with offensive line?
He's been good. Still learning kind of the system, which makes sense. Everyone does when they first come in, because we've been here for a year into this offense, but he just got here. But Ryan's been great. Huge guy. He's like 6'10", 325 pounds or whatever. Knows how to lock in his core, and he's that big, but he doesn't move like he's that big. He can move like a smaller guy, which I love to see.
You see the offense maybe kind of evolving a little bit. Just you kind of talk about year 2 under Gus, or you kind of run into some stuff you didn't do last year, or you kind of see that happening.
I think so. Yeah, here and there. I mean, we're still stay with our what we focus on, but we're able to, just because it is year 2, we're able to branch out a lot more and put new stuff in, new wrinkles that do work. But it's definitely evolving.
What about team goals? I mean, I know we got a long time before we get to the season, but I know this just get by the offense. I mean, this team was winning conference championships a few years ago, kind of got off that track. I mean, is that something you guys talk about at this point, getting back to that point?
Yeah, and I think we can. I think, it's hard. It's hard to win a championship, but I think we got the guys, and if we continue to develop and going hard like we are, I think we absolutely can win a conference championship. All right, thank you, guys.